First on BBC One, in a change to the build guests, they think it's all over.
Could be run out.
Oh, shit.
Some people are on the pitch. They think it's all over. It is now.
Hello, and welcome to the Think It's All Over Now. If you were expecting to see Michael Owen on the show this week, I'm afraid he's had to pull out due to a prior commitment. Wednesday is his night for Cubs. But we've got an excellent lineup for you instead. David's right-hand man this week is the new presenter of Film 99, who's always loved sitting alone in a darkened cinema in the middle of the afternoon. These days, it's his notebook he whips out. Jonathan Ross. David's other guest is currently Britain's top Formula One driver, despite operating under Ferrari team orders, which frequently say he's not allowed to win. So, to make him feel at home, we've put him on David's team. Eddie Irvine. With Gary and Rory is a man who started out as an apprentice footballer with Brentford Reserves and then went on to present Only Joking and Wheel of Fortune. So, it was all downhill after Brentford. Bradley Walsh. We start the show by asking the teams to tell us the unconvincing excuses given for unconvincing performances. Gary, Rory and Bradley, we take you back to the game that sealed England's qualification for the last World Cup, when they achieved a memorable 0-0 draw in Italy. Now, England might even have won the match had Ian Wright tucked away this late chance.
Ian Wright on the chase with Cannavaro, and he's got behind him, Peruzzi out, the angle is tight, oh, and he's hit the post!
According to the official England faith healer, Eileen Drury, why did Wrighty miss a chance he would normally have put away? Gary's team.
Because he was Andy Cole in a previous life?
She deliberately willed the ball to hit the post so as to deflect his embarrassment from having a very small knob.
What grounds do you say that then, Bradley?
I don't know, I've got nothing else to say, quite frankly. I thought a knob joke at this juncture in the programme would go down like a Now you know why I got sacked from the Wheel of Fortune.
Is it something to do with reincarnation?
No, that's a tin of milk, you dick.
He's slightly raising the tone now and he's gone from knob to dick.
I'm not saying it because I'm not into knobs.
You're not into knobs?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Because your car's automatic. You know when you're going around that track really fast, do you have a map or do you just keep following the others?
Normally I follow the rest, but in Australia I had to find my own way.
Oh, okay.
Do you ever just get in the car and think, oh, shit, I need petrol? Come on, Bradley, you were quite close with your...
I think it... Didn't she say something like... she said that she willed it not to go in to stop any crowd trouble or riot or something.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you 3 points for that. The answer is that Eileen reckons she stopped Wrighty scoring using her amazing magic powers. She said she simply envisaged a pane of glass across the goal, and that stopped the ball going in. In an interview to publicise her autobiography, Why Me?, she went on, I thought there would be a riot if England won, so I prayed that they wouldn't score. Ian kicked the ball and it hit the crossbar. I got told off by God for that. Crossbar, post, it's very nearly the same thing, like medium and mental case. Eileen Drury claims to have helped many members of the England squad and to have acted as a spirit guide for Gaza. He now knows exactly how to make a Harvey Wallbanger. Eileen Drury used to run a pub, the Firkin Fruitcake. And the pub was called the Red Lion. David, Jonathan and Eddie, it's FA Cup controversy for you. When a Sheffield United player was injured in the 5th round at Arsenal, the ball was kicked out of play so he could be treated. Arsenal's Ray Parlour then sportingly threw the ball back towards the United goalie when this happened.
Lee Morris off the field, Ray Parlour concedes possession, or does he? This is Kanu and Overmars, and Arsenal have scored, cyclist in unison. Alan Kelly off his line. Now what does the referee do now?
So what we want to know is, what was Overmars' excuse for breaking football's unwritten law and sticking the ball cynically into the back of the net?
He's Dutch, isn't he?
Yep.
See, whenever a Dutchman hears the word possession, he runs as fast as he can and gets away with it, throws away whatever he's carrying. It's like inbred. But you know, sometimes if you've got a ball,
Yeah.
you don't want to let go of it, do you? I had I had a problem once because I've got a Worcester combi boiler right at the top of the house, right? And one Christmas it overheated, and I didn't know, what to do. And I knew there was an overheat button. And I just come out the bath and I was wearing a robe and I bent over to do it. And of course, when you get to 35-year-old, your balls go down like skydivers. They're down by my knees. So I'm bending down, trying to find the overheat button, and we had a kitten. And of course, the kitten, So the next thing you know, I'm running around the house and I've got a kitten hanging off me one head. And I lost about 2 pints. And I was going to smack it, but I looked down, he was a little kitten, he looked so cute, I didn't have the heart.
Yeah. And anyway, that's what you bought the kitten for, presumably.
Just to say, when you're holding on to the ball, sometimes you don't want to let go, that's all.
Come on, any ideas?
I would say, fellow sportsman, any chance to score, got to go for it.
Is that right, Eddie?
Yeah.
Can't pass. You never know when your career's over, your scoring potential is going to go down for sure. So you got to score.
You've got to
as
take
many
every
as you
chance you can. That's fair enough.
Yeah, it's not quality, it's quantity, isn't it?
That's an interesting idea. No, it's the gentlemanly thing to bang the ball into the crowd. David's meant to be a gentleman, but he never used to do that. But,
He's Dutch.
Was it
Dutch,
just the fact
was
that they were sort of overseas players that they were supposed not to know the convention?
No, that wasn't his excuse. No.
It was, he was just excited and caught up in the moment, and he was listening to Robbie Williams on his Walkman, and he just got carried away.
Yeah, I'll give you 3 points for that. The answer is that Mark Overmars claimed his goal was purely a reflex action. But does that really hold up? We asked a consultant neurologist.
For a neurologist, a reflex is a sudden, short-lived affair. Perhaps I can demonstrate. This is a tendon reflex. Mark Overmars, on the other hand, ran 40 yards down the length of the pitch. To describe this as a reflex is extraordinary indeed.
When Nwankwo Kanu arrived in England, the whole of the Arsenal squad met him at the airport to give him a traditional Highbury welcome. Lee Dixon shook his hand, and Martin Keown took him for a drink, while the rest of the squad nicked his luggage. And at the end of that round, David's team have 3 points, and Gary's team have 3 points. In this next round, we play an unusual piece of sporting footage and ask the time-honoured question, what's going on? Gary's team, it's Eddie's stablemate Michael Schumacher for you, but what is he up to here?
Und das sind natürlich die Bilder, auf die die Kollegen gewartet haben, vom Fernsehen, von der Presse. Fertig, los!
So, Gary's team,
I like that.
what was going on there?
Schumacher.
Was that you, Eddie, behind him as usual?
No, I'm much better looking than that.
What's he like? Michael
He's an
Schumacher.
arsehole, that guy.
Yeah, I know he is. Well, what about Schumacher? What's he like? Is he?
He's German, isn't he?
Okay.
You always have to come second to Michael Schumacher. I mean, if you pull a bird in a discotheque...
Oh, I always beat him at that.
you take her back to the hotel room, she strips off, she's lying on the bed, you say, I'd like to introduce you to Michael Schumacher, who'll be coming first.
Do you drive for... Is it for... What is for...
Ferrari?
I bet you wish it was better, Tom, don't you?
What people don't realise is Michael has paid so much dough, Fiat have no money left, so he's got to do crash test dummy, he's got to paint the cars, he's got to make the cars, he's got to paint the cars. He takes half their budget, so he's got to do everything. So he's value for money.
He is value for money. But don't give them the answer, otherwise you won't be.
What do you think?
I've no idea.
I don't know, but he had to queue for 8 hours to get on that ride.
Is it the only piece of Grand Prix footage the BBC have left?
Has he got a big knob?
What's that thing where they put dummies in fast cars and film them crashing? Oh, it's Grand Prix, isn't it? I'm sorry about that.
Grand Prix translated means big knob.
Big knob.
Simple as that.
Translated and mispronounced.
Yeah, translated and mispronounced.
Yeah.
Like, I'm bothered. You must be confusing me with someone who gives a shit.
Oh, no. There's no confusion there. Do you want this handing across? You got any more ideas?
Actually, Eddie said something interesting there. Has it been something that Schumacher designed? How do you say it there? I can't even speak English. So I get something that noise. My uncle's a minicab driver in Belfast, actually.
He probably works for me.
Does he?
Yeah.
You own a minicab firm?
Do.
You own a minicab firm and you got here on time. That's amazing. That's fantastic.
I didn't use my own company.
All right. Bit of advertising there, Eddie, eh?
Do you really?
What's wrong with that? You got a problem?
No, I ain't got a problem.
So, Eddie, when you're going around the track at whatever speed, 220 miles, do you ever get through and go, yeah, anyone, Safeways, lady with 2 bags, anybody here dropping Kensington?
Eddie, can you pick
I don't have
You must
my...
be that close to veering off to earn an extra £5.
I'll hand this across if you don't know.
I think Schumacher, has he designed something like a seatbelt or a safety feature which he was testing?
No.
Can we take it away from these fools and...
They're guessing.
Momentarily.
They're guessing.
Safety belt, it's safety.
Yeah, but I want to know why he's doing it.
I assume it's the time he was a naughty boy at Jerez and he had Villeneuve off. Or he didn't have Villeneuve off, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. And tell the truth. He was an accident that he was unfairly blamed for.
Tell the truth, man.
And,
Man, you're so bad at lying.
and he had to do 7-8 days off
Community service.
service
Yeah,
for the
well done.
FIA
Yep, I'll give you a bonus
safety
point.
thingy.
Yeah, the answer is he's promoting the European Road Safety Campaign as part of his punishment for ramming Jacques Villeneuve at the Spanish Grand Prix in 1997. The order of British Formula One drivers has rather switched round in recent years. Eddie here is now at the front, with David Coulthard in second, and Damon Hill is back in fourth, just behind Kenneth Moore in Genevieve. David's team, you may recognise this sport, but what is going on and who's playing? Okay, so what was all that about, do we think?
Eddie thinks
I know these boys.
I think he's recognised
I
them, yeah.
recognise them. One of them looks at my cousin.
If it's the Provost, do they use...
No, the Provos, they're the Peace Boys at the minute.
Right.
So it's the continuity, the ones in the mask, because they're obviously still wanted.
What if it's...
Do you go back to Ireland often, Eddie?
Not that much, no.
No, I shouldn't bother after this show. And I certainly won't be using your minicab for...
Does that mean they're wearing Sinn Féin pads?
Hey? He's here every week.
You know, I don't know who it is, but I'd love to buy the Panini album of that lot, wouldn't you?
Eddie wasn't that far off with his first guess.
We were talking about terrorists, were we?
Yeah.
They look shifty.
Had to be, there's no policemen there.
And in the next round, they met a Baader Meinhof 11 and lost in a shootout.
Yeah, I'll give you 3 points for that, yeah. The team you saw in balaclavas actually was a team of terrorists representing the Mexican guerrilla group, the Zapatista National Liberation Army. The balaclavas obviously were to hide their faces, although perhaps it would have been more effective if they hadn't had their names printed on the back of their shirts. The EZLN now controls parts of Mexico so completely that they can afford to take part in televised football matches. This has led to huge numbers of complaints from parents who are forced to shell out for a different replica balaclava every season. And so at the end of that round, Gary's team have 3 points and David's team have 7. It's time now for our photo fit round. 3 perfectly ordinary sports stars combined to form a single repellent face. David's team, who did this used to be?
Is it the FA Auto Windscreen Trophy? You know what, I recognise the hair, though. You know that scene in Basic Instinct when she uncrosses her legs? I'm telling you.
I think it looks like Fatboy Slim.
He looks like Viali after a piles operation.
You know a lot about the secrets of the stars, don't you, Brad?
I don't mess about, mate.
It looks like you are at the moment.
I'm the...
Who do you reckon? I might do my hair like that, you know. You already have, haven't you? It's just not too bad.
It's just a trick of the lights, really.
Prince Charles?
Yeah, it's Prince Charles.
How often do you spend in the country, then?
Well,
The top man, that hair we've been so rude about.
Who's that?
So said both of them. Charity.
Both of them.
He had his hair trimmed in New Zealand one year.
That may well be right. You've got two more to get.
Through.
Wasn't much trimmed as chewed by sheep from the look of it.
Is that Tim Henman in the middle?
Quite possibly.
And the bottom part is Sharon Davis's suit.
Any of your mates wear that sort of thing in the bottom, the old blue
I never seen it.
cover up?
Okay, let's see who they are. Let's split it up.
Kevin Keegan.
You've got Ian Botham, Tim Henman, and it was Kevin Keegan, but just too late there.
Just ready on the
Keegan was easy. Very good.
Okay, now, for an extra
big
point,
ears.
David's team, extra point, there is a rather tragic connection between Ian Botham, Tim Henman, and Kevin Keegan. And what is it?
All play ball sports?
Yeah, in a sports quiz, that's a fairly safe one. The link is that they've all appeared in adverts for breakfast cereals, and here they are.
Thanks, love. Who can eat more than two?
I'm Kevin Keegan, and this is a shredded wheat offer pack with a free play and score game inside. With all wheat shredded wheat, I eat to win.
Now, unfortunately, Kellogg's Sustain refused us permission to show their rather amusing advert featuring Tim Henman, in case we took the piss out of their product. That's Kellogg's Sustain, the breakfast of quarter-finalists. Tim Henman says that despite being famous, he's just a normal guy, saying, I still go to the loo a couple of times a day, once for a wee and once to crap out all that Kellogg's Sustain. No bitterness here. Kevin Keegan took Fulham up into the First Division last week and says he intends to take them all the way to the heights of European competition, which is a great idea because it means Mohammed Al Fayed won't be allowed back in the country. So, Gary's team, untangle this for us, please.
It's Posh Spice.
It's the love child of Ken Dodd and Fatima Whitbread.
No, it's
Fatima Dodd.
No, it's not. It is actually Moira Stewart first thing in the morning.
And how do you know that, Gary? Yes, thank you. Oh, sorry.
That's Robbie Fowler's nose, isn't it?
What, the
no.
plaster?
Lennox Lewis in the middle, isn't it?
Lennox Lewis, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who's this?
That's definitely Graham Lasso, isn't it? The bottom.
Graham Lasso.
The way he's puckering up, lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, the hair.
Really?
So you don't know who it is. Let's split them up and see who they are. Steve Backley, Lennox Lewis, and Graham Lasso. Yep. Now, once again, there is a link between these three sportsmen. Any idea what it is?
It wouldn't be
Well, it wouldn't be the obvious one, would it?
any
It might be the obvious
Insinuations
about
that,
their
you know.
sexuality.
Yeah, I'll give you an extra point for that. Yes, the link is that all of them have been accused wholly inaccurately of being gay. The only obviously gay sportsman I can think of, if we're to believe photographic evidence, is Villa's Gareth Southgate.
Do you recognise that, Bradley?
Which one? Southgate?
It's me.
But that looks like a pig who's reared up on his hind legs.
The gay allegations about Graham Lasso first mistakenly surfaced at the age of 21 when he went on a camping trip with three male friends, a construction worker, a traffic cop and a Red Indian. Steve Backley has a degree in sports science from Loughborough University. There were two questions in the exam. Are you good at sport? Yes. And are you good at science? No. 50%, that's a pass. And at the end of that round, Gary's team have 6 points and David's team have 9. It's time now to leave our regulars in the dark as we play Field the Sportsman. And it's David and Jonathan up first. If you'd like to take your positions, please.
You know, ever since I've introduced this into the bedroom at home, my life has improved considerably.
Has it really? Improved?
Improved.
So it's not just the W's then, eh?
He's going to use protection?
You know, ever since I've introduced this into my home life, my life has improved considerably.
What a pro. What a pro. Hang on, do it again. I'll be last crossed,
That's strange, because we'd heard it improved.
Yeah.
You have 90 seconds to work out who you're feeling up.
A lot quicker without.
On you go. OK, on, please.
It's on.
And can we have our first mystery guest, please? you can start feeling now. Not yourself, David, someone else.
After 7 series, I thought it was about time we did it this way. I rather like it.
Is it George Michael?
What have you found, Mr. Wass?
I think it's a Braille copy of the Quran. Well, hold it, the microphone. It's Phil Collins, easy.
Time's running out.
What are you running out?
Well, it's the way it works, time.
What sport are we on, eh?
Lord.
Is it anything to do with Eddie's sport?
Maybe.
What? Is it anything to do with Eddie's sport?
Maybe, yeah.
Well, if it's Damon Hill, the pressure certainly has got to him.
He's got... His microphone... Is he a commentator?
Maybe.
He's a commentator? He's a commentator?
Murray Walker. Well, Murray Walker.
Murray Walker, yeah! Gary Murray, take your positions, please. Put it on afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Thought I could do it from there for a change.
And can we have our second mystery guest, please? Okay, and your time starts now.
Oh, hang on. I do feel a twat doing this. I'd imagine. Yeah, what's this? That's taking safe sex a bit far, isn't it? Anything else?
Is it?
Oh! What's this?
Hang on.
It's a bike.
It is.
He's wet.
He's slimy.
Wet with a bike.
Wet with a bike?
Is he a cross-channel cyclist or something? Has Jacques Cousteau got a paper round? What's this, Jonathan?
You know what that is, you big cuddly bear of a boy. I've seen your internet site, mate. Big popper bear, young Goldilocks. No gender preferences.
What do we have to guess his name,
Hang on,
Nick?
hang on, got it.
See if we can get the sport and...
Is it... Oh, Lee Hurst is back. It's
a sport. Cycling, triathlon.
Okay, but what in the triathlon? What's
the British champion.
British champion.
More, maybe?
English champion.
More, maybe?
World champion.
Thank you very much. Yes, it's Simon Luxley. That was very good. You said British champion. I said no, more than that. And you said English champion.
I didn't hear you.
Very good work.
I can't hear anything with you.
You've both got 3 points there, which means that Gary's team have 9 points and David's team
get
have...
his name. Oh, Nick, you can't give him 3 points. I'm asking you since a fellow human being to reconsider.
OK, let me think.
Shut up.
Look at his face,
Nick.
his little eyes, he's twinkling, he's crying, he's almost crying, he's going to gush any second, and he never wins. If there is 1 ounce of charity in your dark, black, wizened old soul, I beg you, Hancock, to give them just the 2.
Look,
I
just look at
implore you, I beseech you by all that is holy.
I want to.
Oh,
Jonathan,
Christ, my Lord,
I'm
please.
sorry. I'm with you, but you look at his hair and you should just be glad he hasn't got myxomatosis. He's happy. He's happy.
Well, I tried. I tried.
So, at the end of that round, Gary's team have 9 points and David's team have 12. We end as usual with the name game. The team in the lead goes first, which at the moment is David's team, amazingly, which means that Jonathan will be doing the clues. Eddie, could you pass those along to Jonathan, please? As many names as you can in the next 90 seconds.
Give us a chance, just please, Nick, I beg of you, please.
Your 90 seconds start now.
All right, hold it. Oh, what have we got here? OK, we've got bloke, little Irish twinkly fella with a tan, and he drives very fast cars.
Me?
Not a bad-looking fella. Yeah, what's your name?
Eddie.
Right, OK.
Second name?
Irvine.
Second one, he's a big fat, like a
Irvine.
big fat version of you, but when he gets in the car, they put lard around it, and he goes, very boring bloke. He took away all the personality, made you a special constable. You would be, my name is...
Damon Hill?
No, the other fatty, big blobby blob in a car, beep, beep, you know, a driver. He's a really boring bloke.
Mansell.
Yes!
Mansell.
All right, this bloke is a brother of a bloke you know, and he's but he's not the same. He's a different man, and his name sounds like he makes shoes. But he's
Ralph Schumacher.
Yes, that's the one. Okay, this bloke, when other people are shaving inches off their serve, he's shaving his chest. He's boffed Brooke Shields, Barbara Streisand, a name but two, probably not at the same time. I don't know.
Agassi.
That's the one. This man is no longer with us. He used to drive the fast cars. He had a blonde hair and a dolly bird on each arm.
James
Oh yeah.
Hunt.
This bloke, if he was a beer, you'd cut off his head and you'd put a bit of lime in the top. Very fashionable in the 80s.
Beer, not beard.
Second name was a soup brand.
Campbell's?
Yes, and the first name would be
Donald.
Another name for son. Another name for son. Another name for the sun. A Spanish name for the sun. There. Okay, I haven't got the faintest idea who this bloke is. Let's move on. Okay, if your penis was made of mahogany, you would be this name. If you had a...
Dick.
No, another, like a little bird.
Woodpecker.
Woodpecker. Woody Woodpecker. How's it going to be Woody Woodpecker? Oh, look at his like. I'm trying to help you, David. I can taste... Tony,
was it?
Tony Woodcock.
A triumph of enthusiasm over talent.
I so wanted him to win, I can't tell you. I wanted to give him
he's
just
got
one
18.
thing back.
He's got 18. They need 10 to
For
win.
all
You've
the
done
physical
well.
pleasure he's given me, I just wanted to give him one thing back.
Rory, 10
Yes.
to win. 10 to win. 90 seconds. Your time starts now.
Football manager, got a very good team, and England.
Kevin Keegan.
Yeah, right, very good. A balloonist, and...
Richard Branson.
Very good indeed. The Manchester United player scored the most overrated goal in the history of football. Yeah, very good. This is a cricketer, a 70s cricketer. His first name is like mine with one of the R's missing, or W, as Jonathan would say. No, not that R, the second R. Ori. Take the second R out of my name. Roy, correct.
Roy.
And his surname is what I was until I went into Jonathan's dressing room earlier.
Yeah, a virgin.
Yeah, but thank you, well done. Cartoon character Donald
Duck.
But he's not a cartoon character. He's actually very, very horny and horny.
Donald Twat.
No, Randy.
Hasselbank's middle name.
Floyd.
And this one is
Cash
something
machine.
you smoke, and a jacket.
Joint.
Smoking jacket. No, two-syllable word.
Rothmans.
No, it's a coral
Reefer.
Reefer, yeah, very good.
Reefer.
Oh, a cricketer called Goff. First name.
Far.
Goff.
Richard.
Darren. Yeah, Darren. Something else you smoke. They call it this in the West Indies. No, what you smoke, Gary? Oh, sorry. You know what you smoke in West Indies?
Tobacco.
No.
Ganja.
You know when you have curried figs? You know when you have...
Curried figs?
You have curried figs?
Yeah.
Who makes them? Fig Courier, yeah. And Crawford, actress called Crawford, famous.
Cindy Ramsey.
Cindy Fig Courier.
You want to know, don't you?
Nick, tell me it's not
Well, the scores this week are Gary's team have 17 and David's team are the winners with 18.
No, get his man off.
So our thanks to David, Jonathan and Eddie, Gary, Rory and Bradley. We're all off to avoid eating a bowl of disgusting Kellogg's Sustain. We'll be back at our usual time next week, Thursday at 10 o'clock. My name's Nick Hancock. They think it's all over. It is now.
It's The Many Faces of Harry Enfield next on BBC One.